Hey there, I'm Eric Hurst of trainingforclimbing.com, and in this video I'm going to show you my favorite training protocol for developing functional pinch strength for climbing. If you're an indoor climber or an avid steep wall outdoor climber, then you surely recognize the importance of a strong pinch grip. Now, while many climbers regularly engage in hangboard and campus training to develop their finger strength, surprisingly few climbers I know engage in regular targeted training of the pinch grip. And if that includes you, well then I hope this video will inspire you to begin at least twice weekly pinch grip training. Before we get to the training protocol, just a short bit of anatomy. There are 18 muscles in the forearm and another 17 muscles in the palm of your hand, and many of these muscles are activated when you pinch grip. Interestingly, when your pinch grip fails you while you're climbing, it's almost always due to a lack of thumb force, particularly the force flexing the last joint, that IP joint of the thumb. Therefore, effective pinch grip training for climbing must target the muscles that flex the thumb. They are the flexor pollicis brevis muscle, which is here in the fleshy part of your palm, and it flexes the bottom joint of your thumb. And then there's the flexor pollicis longus muscle, which you might call remote control muscle because it's actually located in the middle part of your forearm, and it transmits force through a long flexor tendon down to the distal bone of your thumb, and it flexes that IP joint. One more thing before we get training. PinchGrip Feats of Strength and similar fun competitions are catching on at some gyms, crags, and climber festivals. On a recent trip to Squamish, BC, I was happy to be able to lift the legendary portable pinch block, which I believe weighs around 45 pounds. It took me a few tries, but thanks to my regular pinch grip training, I was fairly confident I could do it, and indeed, I sent the portable pinch before my trip was done. Okay, on to the exercise, which I'll be performing in a standing position rather than in a hanging or climbing position. Doing so allows me to really focus on the pinch grip, and it also provides some secondary training of the wrist extensor muscles, as well as the shoulder, back, and hip extension muscles. To perform the exercise, you will need some kind of a pinch block. Now, years ago, I made this nifty homemade pinch block out of 3 pieces of 2x4 bolted together, and I really like training with this block. I've used it for years. But now there are some commercially available pinch blocks. This one by Frictitious Climbing, which has 3 different tiers, 3 different widths of pinching. And what we're going to be using in the video to train today is the block by Tension Climbing. Now, the training protocol that I recommend is 7-second repeaters with alternating hands. But first you'll need to determine your proper training weight with a few practice pinches. Experiment to find the maximum weight that you can hold for 12 seconds. This will be your training weight. Now, in doing the actual repeaters, you will hold the pinch for just 7 seconds at a time, lifting the weight with one hand pinching for 7 seconds, and then immediately switching the pinch block to the other hand and pinching as hard as you can for 7 seconds. Continue back and forth for a total of 12 pinches. That is 6 with each hand. If you find this to be too easy, well then add 5 pounds for your next set. I recommend doing a total of 3 sets with 3 to 5 minutes of rest in between sets. A couple of technical points. Number 1, use the widest pinch possible. This engages the wrist stabilizer muscles in the most beneficial way. Number 2, only pinch the block with the last pad of your thumb. A deep pinch with both thumb bones pinching is a less effective way to train, even though you'll be able to hold more weight. And number 3, stand upright with good posture, your shoulders pulled back and leveled, and your posterior chain engaged. It helps to think about squeezing your glutes together. Well, there you have it, wide pinch repeaters. Do these 2 or 3 days per week, and soon enough you'll be pinching stronger than ever. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share it with a friend. And don't forget to click the button to subscribe to the Training for Climbing channel. Until next time, happy training.
All right, Eric, come on. Show us how it's done.
All right, Eric.
All right. chance if I can do this twice.
You have like 20
You got
persons
this.
filming you.
Yes,
Come on,
ma'am.
come on.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh! Boom!